1.20 has been released for way over 2 months by now. And well, I have only used 3 of the new features. So today, why not explore a 4th? Because I really want pitcher pods and torch flowers in this world. So let's build a sniffer ranch. But before we get started with that, I need a little bit more food for this episode. And yeah, I'm still using potatoes. And while we're waiting for that to melt up, why don't we harvest the wheat field as well, since that's fully grown. Fields have been taken care of, and I have a little more wheat to work with. And hopefully, yes, some more baked potato. Oh, I forgot to take out the iron. So, time to hop into Fresco to whip up a design. Lately, I've been trying to experiment with different styles of building. An example would be this cliff I built on stream recently, supporting the path leading over to the mine from the starter base. And now, I think we're ready to get to material gathering. So, why don't we start with the all-time favorite and chop down a few spruce trees. But chopping down the trees is not the only thing you need to do, as you also need to strip some of it, then craft some of it. Am I out of iron? I want to make hanging signs. It's all I want to do. But I can only craft 1 at the moment. And I need a few more. I have 12. And now it's time for pain, which means chopping mangrove trees. And since I want the blocks in this build to make it look like a sniffer, I need a bunch of mangrove. This is taking way too long. And 2 diamond hose. So down in the cave, let's just spend a little bit of time here getting up to level 30. And I'm definitely not eating ice cream right now, but efficiency 4, I would really love. I'm breaking 3 though. So let's go down and get another 3 levels. And I'm breaking and efficiency. Perfect. And now chopping these are a lot easier because I don't have to mine the leaves by hand. And then once the wood types were done, I just went at it, going for a bunch of random materials. Not in my wheat field! If you're trampling my crops. Aww. And now for the final few items here, I've got to pop into the nether. I would love to find a nether fortress in here, as I need a ton of nether bricks. That's a bastion. But let's see if this lava lake here holds a few secrets. Maybe a fortress? Oh, warp. I do need that. And warp wood. Thank you. I do love this. Oh my god, that gave me a heart attack. Oh, and a fortress. Wait, that's my portal. How did I miss this in the last episode? I was right there. But here I can get my nether brick. Alright, let's head out of the nether now and start this build. Take some time here real quick to flatten out the area a little bit, as well. It's a little bumpy right now. Now, I really want to make this build look a lot like a sniffer. So we're going to take some cherry logs and some nether bricks. And since the sniffer's feet has a very purple tone to it, incorporating some nether bricks and cherry logs in here should give us a similar vibe. Removing some temporary blocks, and I think we grab that to just round the entrance off a little bit. Then hopping on top of here, we can add in our mangrove as the red part of the sniffer, which comes a little bit above the feet. All the way over here, and then all the way around. And breaking away space for a door. Then stacking up some stripped mangrove. Let's do that 3 tall all the way around here. At the front here, we'll skip 1 block here for windows. Then we'll do another 3, skip, another 3, skip 1, and the final one. Now, extending the terrain out from the mountain here over to the building, as I now want to take some bamboo blocks for the head part of the sniffer. But before we get to that, let's get in a staircase here leading up. And then, of course, taking that bamboo and creating a few walls with it. I don't really think this splash of bamboo was quite enough. So why don't we create a second little outcropping, and this area here is going to be leading out into the Sniffer Pen, which is going to be right here. And I've just realized that's off center. Oh, that's so painful. Yeah, that's a lot better. After getting these walls in here, the build still felt a bit unbalanced. So adding in 2 other shapes to balance it out, and stepping away a little from the sniffer palette. Taking a step back from this now, I think this is a shape that I'm really going to like. But we're missing a lot of green, so I think some green roofs are gonna work perfect. So next up here, I want to tackle this front part, which I definitely want sticking out a fair bit from the foundation layer here. So something like this with a few buttons on that. Then I still want this red to kind of look through, so we'll add some slabs here. And then some trapdoors on the outside of that. Then I have something I really want to try here with some decorated pots as our foundation posts. Then taking some spruce hanging signs. And we can add that in, right that, like our railing. Huh. Weird how they all say the word subscribe. Maybe they think that you should subscribe. But on the middle ones here, we'll extend these up 3 blocks. Then on the outer ones, 2 blocks and a fence gate. Then off of these, we can start extending in our roof here. Once we hit this fence here, we can make a line going all the way over here. Continuing this triangle shape here we have going on with 3 wide slabs, which is maybe a little bit of a waste. But it's fine because it's gonna look great. And adding in a bit of glazed terracotta up here to add in another bit of yellow splash, which I really like. And glazed terracotta is just such a pain to place. Before we continue with the roof though, I want to add in a few mangrove trap doors here as the window, just to give it even more red. And we'll come in and grab some ladders going up on the sides like this. For taking our spruce trapdoors and running that on the bottom, I'd love to have a spruce trapdoor covering this block, but then the ladders look weird, so we're just gonna do it like this. On the inside, behind all of these, we're gonna add in a few white stained glasses. There we go. And since I don't plan on using the second floor, let's also give that some shroom lights just around that. The roofline we currently have going is really thick, so we're just gonna slim it down just that tad little bit to only a full block. Running this oak all the way back into the walls before we use that spruce slab as an inner lining here, and then we can just start filling in our roof. We're also gonna add in a little more spruce for that extra little bit of detail, because just an oak roof works, but it can be a little boring. And doing that extra line of spruce there and then the oak on top of that gives this roof a lot more depth than it would have had otherwise, and I think it looks absolutely amazing. Before moving on to the bamboo roofs, I quickly filled in the other 2 remaining roofs. And finally we have arrived at the stage where we can start adding in the moss here, because the Sniffers have a very big patch of green, and I didn't get too much green into this build, but making the walls green was kind of hard, so this is the solution I came up with. And we obviously do that with a bunch of moss and a little bit of mossy cobblestone, since we don't have any moss slabs, which is very sad, so we'll have to make do. And a few little details like that. Perfect. Super simple roof here, but it works really well, so let's add in a second one, of course. The only difference between these 2 roofs comes right here, where I want to add in a few oak trap doors just to let this barn breathe a little bit here, and then finish that off with some moss like that and some mossy carpets to cover that. And this area back here looks very bad at the moment, but we'll fix it later. And now we can give the inside a little bit of love here by first removing the floor. Yes, a floor. And then a little bit of coarse dirt that we can drag into there and then outwards. And of course, we gotta grab that all the way over to the stair over here, and then we can just extend that out. And I have to fix the terrain here in just a little bit, as all I'm thinking about right now is adding in yet another composter roof, because I don't know, I'm addicted to this. Then right under the support here, we'll extend in a line of spruce, which will actually take away that bit, and these 2 over here. First, then start extending in a few stairs, giving ourselves a little bit of an overhang here, and we can hop on top of this here and start adding in. Why did I go top to do this? I'm gonna keep standing on the bottom while adding in these campfires here, as I don't want to get myself burned. But now we can be at the top here and just extinguish all of these, because, well, we don't want any flames. No flames. But what we do want is a little bit of oak support. Quite tired of the messy terrain, I next up wanted to tackle the right side by adding in a few boulders with a bit of dirt on top of them. And these rocks are quite a similar style to the ones over here, which I definitely have to texture now. I tried it on this little space here, and it looks a lot better. Also, I think if we come up a little bit, I think this is gonna look even better. Yep, it looks a little weird from down there, but up from this angle and even a little higher, I think it's gonna look absolutely fantastic. I'd really love some picture pods here to decorate, so we'll definitely have to add in that in a little bit once I get some sniffers rocking. On the inside of all of these scaffolding windows, I want to add in some gray stained glass on this side as well. Coming down here at least and adding this on the inside here. I think I'm doing something super simple up here with a Nacelia and a mangrove trap. In this phase, we can add in some fence gates and then our trapdoors again. To decorate this entrance a little bit and actually stop the sniffers from walking in there, let's add in this little decoration with a bunch of spruce. I'm not sure if I want the sniffers in here, so these fence gates will stop them, but if I leave them open, they can't walk in here. Now this looks a little bare, but because this is a Sniffer branch, I'm thinking we can add in some pitcher pod plants right at the bottom here, but I don't have those yet. Bringing out a little bit of deep state. This is actually the only deep state in the build, but I wanted something a little different up here. We can place in a few moss blocks, cover that with some oak trapdoors for a little bit of a flower bed. I can't forget to actually cover these in flowers. Ooh, and 2 chains might actually be pretty good right there. Then I need to cover this area because this is going to be an absolute mess, and I don't have any plan for this area. And now for the final details here, let's extend out a beam from this little face. And of course, I forgot a thing. Oh, the dark oak stairs. And place that right there. And then some spruce just to support that. We can add one down there as well. So 2 grindstones, 2 chains. And now I gotta place in the terracotta. That's the wrong. With both of those in, let's do some oak trap doors on each end. Then we can do 2 bamboo stairs right down there. And a little bit of a banner. I think that's perfect. And with that, the Sniffer barn is complete. Minus an interior and some pitcher pots. But before we can go ahead and get ourselves a few Sniffer eggs, I have to tear away a bit of the terrain and then build a new layer, even better of course. With the terrain now fixed here, we actually gotta get ourselves some Sniffers. And oh, I'm so excited. So, gotta grab some more potatoes and my brush. And we hit the ocean. Now we just need to find a bunch of these ruins and hope for 2 Sniffer eggs. So this right here is a cold ocean ruin, but I need warm ones. That looks like a warm ocean. Oh yes, is that one right there? Oh, that looks like one. Oh yes, it's a small one, but if I'm not mistaken, yes, that's suspicious Dan. And that's wheat. Not really what I'm looking for. Where's the item here? Oh, gold nugget. Nope. And pottery shard. I'll take it, I guess. And an emerald. Not a Sniffer egg. So we continue on our adventure and try to find a few more. That's another one, right? And that one looks a lot bigger. Oh, that's gonna be good. Oh, is that a Sniffer egg? That's a Sniffer egg. Oh, yes. Oh my god, I got a Sniffer egg! And a wooden hoe. Yeah, I definitely needed that. Sniffer egg, yes, I got a second one. Oh, that's all I need. But a few more wouldn't hurt. Oh, a mending fishing rod. I'm getting so many good fishing rods. And alright, we have one more structure to check. And let's hope for one more Sniffer egg. That's a pottery shard. And that's a gold nugget. And one final sign, and that's a wheat. Oh, sweet homes. Huh? Home sweet home. Alright, let's grab ourselves a few moss blocks here. And for now, since I haven't had the time to decorate this area, we can just remove like 2 of these for now. Place down our Sniffer eggs on those. And then we just surround this with a few fence gates. Not fence gates, fences. Hopefully this is big enough for them. I don't really know how much space they need, but this should work. Eventually we'll get them in a bigger pen, of course, and a prettier one. And I actually have no idea how long these are going to take to grow up, so I'm just going to keep on working. Next up, I think we really have to start work on the actual Sniffer pen. So let's craft with a few mangrove details. Slab down a little bit of bamboo here with a sword. And let's see, I already have a bamboo slab because I need a few hanging signs, so I'm just gonna have to strip 6 of these. We can first of all craft ourselves 2 chains, then 3 bamboo gates, and then some hanging signs. And all we have left is a few mossy details. So for this gate, I really want it to look like a Sniffer again, so starting off with the cherry logs. Then let's stack up a bit of mangrove here. And since I have been such a massive fan lately of slab roofs, I think I'm just going to extend in one across here up to this point, alternating a little bit here, but still keeping green. And starting some bamboo here in the middle for a little splash of color. Then I don't want to hang these signs. I just want the I want the little post at the top. Just like that. Then stacking up a little more green here on the sides. Before coming in with our trapdoors around top here. Just to add a little bit of depth up here as well. Then we can... Oh my god, Sniffers! Oh my god, they're so cute! Oh, I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. But we do have to finish this off with the lantern there and maybe another wall. And yep, that is looking pretty good. No, wait. Hey, gotta block the Sniffers in somehow as well. What do they even eat? Wait, I have no idea what they eat. After a quick read on the wiki, it's of course the torchflower seeds. I've seen this before. I just completely forgot it. But I gotta spend a little bit of time here in the mangrove trees to get some mangrove fences because I think that's really gonna work out here for the ranch. And I still really dislike chopping these trees, but I gotta do it because mangrove looks really good. Now we can go ahead and turn at least one of these stacks into mangrove fences. That's might not be enough, but we'll come back for more. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna start kind of placing a few fences to start off with. Then we'll just thicken this up a little bit as I go. The only issue I have right now is I don't really want this to be covering too many Y levels, as I have to run minecarts under all of this dirt. At least this little stretch right here is super simple. Let's go a little bit of a different route here instead, taking away a little bit of the grass, revealing this cobblestone line I placed instead. If we first of all bring this down into the ground, then we can add in some subtle little like shapes here. Also place these on slabs and stuff to get a little more height, but still so the sniffers can't jump up on it. This works for this little tiny area here, but I'm afraid it's gonna look very, very boring if we stretch it along the whole edge here. So if we can transition it into like a dirt barrier, almost like this instead. Maybe what if we bring back a few fences in here? Continuing alternating between the fences, the dirt, and the cobblestone to finish off all of the sides of the Sniffer Pen. I'm actually quite pleased with the space how it is right now. At least the walls. Yeah, actually I want most. Oh yeah, so mostly cobblestone and this is gonna do it great. And now comes the scary part where I have to put rails all under this. So, oh god. Yep, there's gonna be a minecart running under there, the whole thing. And it's 2 Y levels. Oh, hell. But I know I'm going to be needing a ton of gold. And this isn't actually a bad start, but I need maybe like double this. Alright, let's see. How much do we have? We have about 3 stacks and I need, yeah, around double that. So let's head to the mesa and mine that. Now, I have a bunch of gold here, but I'm out of iron. I have 5 iron nuggets. Actually, I have 7 there. I have 7 iron ingots. At least I can make the powered rails. And then we can turn that into 6 stacks of powered rail. That's definitely going to be enough, but I need a few more normal rails. So let's go mining for some iron. I've not managed to get all of the rails in here and on the second layer right up there, but now I need to head down here and place all of the levers. And well, it's about 2.5 stacks of them. Right, next up, I'm gonna have to prep for a dropper. Actually, no way, I didn't have any quartz, but let's just get a little bit then. And, oh! Is that the first ancient debris in this world? It very much is. And yoink! Now I can make that redstone what? And repeater. Redstone comparator, that's what it's called. Then I'm also gonna need 2 minecarts, few logs here. We can make a bunch of chests. 2 of those turn into hoppers, and then you do your hopper minecarts. There you are. Now we have 2 things left before we can start populating the Sniffer Pen. First of that is going to be a storage for all of the drops. So we're gonna get 3 chests. Line these up. I'm gonna do 3 high. I think that should be enough. On the back of these, we gotta run in 9 hoppers. Now, if I just dig this way a little bit here, we should end up over at the end of the rails. Yep, there they are. Okay, perfect. I'll be placing the dropper round about here. I want to give the minecarts a bunch of time to unload all of the things they have on them. If I place redstone torches up here and I throw something in here, will that end up in the dropper? Yes, it does. Okay, so that doesn't look that perfect. Then let's see if I can remember this. So we're gonna have, not that, we're gonna have the comparator going out from there, which in turn is gonna have a redstone dust on it. We're gonna have a redstone dust right here, that, then a redstone repeater out of there, and one more coming back in there. There we go. Then we run this over to the wall. If we place that there, and, oh no, wait, actually, I thought that was gonna launch me up, but I forgot that. We're in the kelp. Bring back the acacia trapdoors as our pipes yet again. And adding in overflows is something I never really did in my old hardcore world, which just caused a bunch of lag, so I'm being extra sure to do it in this world. And now we can let the water run in there, and it's not gonna end up there, and everything overflow should just be like, oh, okay, never mind, that doesn't work. Right, and then we can just push. And now, like I said, there's one more thing which I still want to do. So back here at the storage, I want to grab a bit of rooted dirt, some coarse dirt, and also the rest of the mud that I have, and also a bit of moss. And now I want to start getting a few patches of some coarse dirt rocking in here. Everything just to make this pen a little more interesting and make it look like the sniffers actually like maybe dug something up. I think I'm gonna like this. It looks a little rough right now, but trust the process a bit. And I have to admit, this looks a little weird right now. And also grabbing in a bit of moss so I can hatch some sniffer eggs in here. Because, well, it's so much faster to hatch them on this. Then the final thing has to be just a little bit of vegetation to kind of blend these back in so they're not sticking out quite as much as they are at the moment. But this is definitely way too much, so we gotta come back in here with some shears and just, I think that looks a lot better. Maybe it's still a little bit too much. Maybe I want to step it back in a few areas here, but I'm liking it. And now the final thing here is going to be moving these guys over into the pen. Do they follow torch power seeds? They do. And the final sniffer. Oh boy, are they slow. I should have done. No. Yep. And let's breed these two guys because we can. Another sniffer egg, and that's our 5th one. Yoink. Oh yes, they're gonna be duplicating so much faster now. I'm gonna have access to pitcher pods. Now, we definitely have to fix this interior here. So let's get a little bit of a platform to break it up here in the corner. Thinking we take some hanging signs, stack those out here and here for a railing. And then we can do dark oak, a slab, and a smithing table. A few barrels in this corner right over here. Maybe some scaffolding, a chest, and just something to store some extra seeds perhaps. Then why don't we in this corner add a bamboo, a stair into that. And then I actually want to replace this corner here with some dark oak. And oh, I actually forgot something. So, trip to the nether here. I have to find... I have a soul sand biome right here. I just need a little bit of soul soil. And soul soil. Perfect. We can place that there and light it on fire. Then also getting 2 item frames on these 2 pieces here. If we place a pitcher pot up here, I'm thinking we might be able to look at this and kind of research it since it is kind of ancient. If I do that... Yes, we can put a harvest one down here and share that one. I want to place some black concrete just all behind this because I might be lazy to do an interior and it's also just glass blocks everywhere and it's a pain. And I think that works. Yes, it's a lot better than it just being empty. And oh, I need course dirt there. After fixing the course dirt, I booted up my stream to finish up a few terraform projects. The first was the cliff behind the ranch before putting in a small tree on the opposite side. And now with those 2 out of the way, I gotta connect up a path to this. Oh, ouch. I gotta connect up the path, so let's go grab a little bit of gravel. Because I'm pretty sure I have none. Yep, I have 5 gravel. I think this should be gravel enough, and let's head back and do this path. Stretching out a path now leading from the ranch over to the starter base, as I wasn't able to snake a path up to the existing one at the mine. And with that, my Sniffer ranch is finally completed. And I had a ton of fun with it, exploring some of the new features, and one of my favorite mobs, the Sniffer, because it gives me plants, and boy, do I love plants. Thank you so very much for watching this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.